Hello my friends and welcome to the Duel Trial Part 2 and/or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Let's Play Part 130. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to be doing Ark Survival Evolved today. However, the PlayStation Plus Pass has expired and it's already available on the Xbox. And the reason I say that is because I think by the end of this month I should be able to get the headset. And it just doesn't really make much sense to me to get the PlayStation Plus if like really the only reason I'm getting it like at the moment is to basically play more of Ark Survival Evolved. And it's already available in a better version on the Game Pass. Like, instead of just Survival Evolved, it's the Ultimate Edition. And what the Ultimate Edition means, it means it's Ark Survival Evolved with all of the DLC included. I don't have to buy any of the DLC. That's pretty cool. So I'm sure you guys should be like looking forward to that too. And so I figure like I can wait a little bit. At the very least it does contain the base game as well. So like there's really no reason to be rushing to get the PlayStation Plus, I feel. Especially considering that like I found out clearly you can see it. I don't need Plus in order to get the online features. I think I need Xbox Live to get the online features for Xbox, but for some reason, PlayStation is nice enough to allow you to have the online for the free games at least. I'm not sure how it does for like the games you actually own, but at least for the free games here, they allow you to still play online. And that's pretty cool. And then of course I'll be going through this. I'll probably try playing against a few live people just to test it out a little bit more, which is like kind of like one reason I kind of want to do more of the Duel Trial today, just to test it out, make sure it's like that. Because I'm not exactly sure when it expired, but I just know it's expired now. So yeah, I want to test it out. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that hopefully everyone's okay with that. I am not just giving up Ark Survival Evolved entirely. I'm still going to play it when I get the headset, although it might be a few weeks. So I'm sorry to all of you who were enjoying it, but I'll just play it fresh on the Xbox. And I like the Xbox more anyway, because I actually get rewarded for like achievements. Like, I mean, I might not be guaranteed that like whatever Ark Survival Evolved achievement I get like is gonna be the first one, because there's so many other ways to get achievements. But hey, if it turns out to be, that's nice. So yeah. And maybe I could like use it as the first Game Pass game I played for that one Game Pass achievement too that's worth a little bit of points. I could maybe work it in occasionally. I mean, it's better than nothing. I mean, PlayStation was literally giving me nothing for playing their PlayStation Plus games. So I think this should be better. And it gives me a chance to try out the live stream as well. Maybe I could like do the live stream to like try to get to maybe like more of the point where I was in the PlayStation. And then that way if it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter all that much, since a lot of you have probably seen a lot of that part anyway. So yeah, more details to come when I actually get closer to getting the headset. But for now, I need to wait on like processing, because it apparently hasn't been processed yet. I'm glad I called them, so now I know that like the that's at least getting started, and then probably a few more days to actually get sent to me. But it seems like I should be good to get it, so that's great. Yeah. I'll go into the last deck now. Okay, so here's the last deck. You did see a little preview of it, but now I'll actually go through in more detail. So this one's called Unfaltering Wings of Hope. The deck description reads, a deck based around Exceed monsters like the number monsters. All monsters in the X deck are Exceed monsters. To Exceed summon these monsters, you will need 2 or more monsters with the same specified level. Exceed monsters that use level 5 or higher monsters as Exceed materials are powerful, but setting up that play may be difficult. Try using different summoning methods like the rank up magic spell cards. Okay, so this deck is called... Oh, I think I already went through the deck name, my bad. Yeah, once again, another Highlander deck. So all of these decks are Highlander decks. As I figured, because it wouldn't make sense for just like 1 or 2 of them to be. Like, if you're gonna make one a Highlander deck, you might as well make all of them. Because like it just feels kind of unfair if you make one a Highlander deck and then the other 2 not. So yeah. And I think it's kind of fun. Like, this kind of reminds me of Commander, where it's like or like EDH as some people call it. Where like all of your cards have to be different. Except for the lands. But still, like, it's mostly Highlander in that format. Yeah, this should be fun. But like not having the but like having to make all the lands different could be kind of annoying. So I can see why Magic decides to just let you use duplicate basic lands. Man, just think about like if like they all had to be different too. You could only use, like, say your commander was, for those of you who know how to play your commander, say your commander was like red and maybe one other color, like maybe red and green. You could only use one mountain, one forest, and then you had to use like however many other lands you thought would a good number, like, and they all had to be like non-basic different stuff. Like, that could also get quite expensive. Like, I feel like that would also like put off a lot of people who don't want to spend money on a bunch of non-basic lands. Man, because non-basic lands can get quite expensive, and it's generally fairly easy to get a bunch of basic lands, like either with like the place you go to play Commander, either giving you them away for free, letting you keep them, or maybe give them for free just to play them for that day. Or like maybe like having like a bin where like they're like 5 cents a piece. However it happens. I'm just happy that I know of a place like that's kind of within my area. But like it's still like a 30-minute drive, so like that's 30 minutes back too. But I'm just glad I know of a place that like just gives like basic lands for free. But like I try to not take advantage of that, because like they let you like keep them as well. Like, and I know there's a lot of stores that like I also went to another store that I saw like also had lands, but they didn't let you keep them, which is probably a little bit more fair. But like, I mean, just be nice, I would say, for the stores that let you keep them, because like, I mean, even though the basic lands, it's probably not going to be that easy to stock. And if they see a lot of people just taking advantage, they might just like become like the other stores that don't let you keep them. Like, yeah, like I know a lot of things that have been ruined because one person took advantage of it. Like, I can give you one example right now. For anyone who likes Mario Maker for Nintendo, basically people ruined it for Super Mario Maker 2. There were a lot of people that took advantage of downloading levels, and now you're not allowed to download levels anymore. I don't know if you're still able to in Super Mario Maker. I think you still are, but like that sucks that like you can't do it in Super Mario Maker 2. And you probably won't be able to do it for any of the future installments too. Oh well. I mean, and there's not really much we can do about it, I guess. Like, maybe we could try a petition. I don't know. It's ultimately up to Nintendo if they ever want to, like, bring it back. Anyway, the deck. I want to go through the deck now. I, like, kinda ranted on quite a bit, I guess. If that's what you want to call it. Anyway, card D is the first card. This is a pretty nice draw card. It's a little slow, but like considering that I don't think these are gonna be necessarily the fastest decks to win with, it's probably okay to have a slower card. And I mean, even though you can't special summon, you can still like set cards at least. So it's not like too much of a drawback. But I guess if it's between this and like Exceed Summoning, I guess it really depends on the situation. It might be worth playing this though. Like the draw 2 is nice. It might be worth giving up Special Summoning to be able to draw 2. Though you basically also use up your known summon and normal summoning this card. So it's almost like the restriction is you can't summon anything. If you think about it. Still not a bad card though. Does kind of suck that it becomes the end phase right when you draw 2, so you can't really make use of those cards. I don't know if there's any quick play spells, so yeah. Doesn't look like there are. Actually, there's this one, but it's not like a quick play spell that you're going to be able to like utilize with the card D. Like if it goes to the end phase right away, because you're not going to be negating an attack during the end phase. So it's basically like the no quick play cards. Bacon Saver allows you to negate an attack, which could be pretty nice if you have this in the graveyard and then you pull off the card D. Although if you're already having Bacon Saver in the graveyard, I guess you could put in the graveyard with some of your spells. Nah, it doesn't look like you can, so you're probably fine anyway. Like if like you already have Bacon Saver in the graveyard, you probably have other monsters. I guess the other nice thing about card D is that even if you control other monsters, you can still use this effect. So it's basically never a dead card. However, you do also have to give up your battle phase, since you have to do it during main phase 1. Gagaga Clerk allows you to special summon while you control a Gagaga, so that's cool. Yeah, this is what the Gagagas are pretty good at. They're good at like revamping the levels and special summoning themselves, or like summoning other guys alongside themselves, so that you can go into Exceed Some Monsters pretty easily. And also a few of them even give you Exceed Some Monsters good effects. Like this one gives it the ability to make a special summon monster's attack become 0, which is going to be a lot of special summoning even with these slower decks. So like you're probably going to have a target. Gagaga. Oh yeah, but they do lock into Exceed Summoning, which is fine since you only have Exceed monsters in your X deck anyway. See, yeah, this is pretty cool. The first one was all about fusion summoning. The second deck is all about sync summoning. And this deck is all about Exceed Summoning. Wow. 3 different ways of summoning from the X deck. So I think that's basically the theming around this. They want 3 different decks with 3 different summoning mechanics. I wonder how they would do it for the next set. It's going to be interesting to see if they like share like a share like a unique distinction between them all. Like, I feel like the distinction here is pretty cool. And this is probably a good way to start it, because it, like, then you're allowing people to basically pick what extra summoning mechanic they like the best. Since I think if you wanted to, you could, like, it doesn't matter how you get the victories. I think, like, if you want to get a victory once each with each of the 3 loner decks, you can do that. If you want to get 3 victories with one specific loner deck, you can also do that. I think it's just 3 victories total. But I'll definitely let you know if, like, if it's wrong. I might just, like, do, like, a community post, like, to explain, like, how it was. Or maybe I can explain to you in, like, tomorrow's video. Probably get the 3 victories in today, since, like, this isn't gonna last very long. I don't know if I have time to do the 3 victories, like, in one video. I'll probably... Yeah, I can do it tomorrow, and I can probably show you the victories in tomorrow's video, though. As, like, replays. Definitely want to make sure I save those. Okay, anyway, this one is one that can change level. Like, see. The Gogogos, don't really change their levels, but, like, they can be utilized for, like, level 4 summoning. This one is nice because it can be any level 4 low monster. And doesn't negate the effects of that monster either. So if it has, if it has an effect that's not a part of normal summoning, that can be pretty nice. Kago Togage is also another nice one that can, like, easily special summon itself. You just need to normal summon level 4, so it won't trigger off of all of your summons, but, like, it will trigger off of your level 4 summons, and you still have quite a few of those. This one special summons another Gogogo, so this one's another way of, like, accessing your level 4s. ZW, this can be pretty good for your Utopias. The Zexal weapons, which is what ZW stands for. They all have, like, unique effects when they're, like, equipped onto one of your Utopias. And they can, like, equip themselves straight from the hand, so that's pretty nice. Are they all just specifically for... Oh, it looks like a few of them can equip to any Utopia. This one can only be equipped to Utopia, right? It grants it 1900 attack, and it also negates an effect of a monster it battles, which can be pretty useful. Gagaga, can protect your life points, also special summon itself. Also can't be destroyed by battle. You just need to have cards to discard. So not always the best, but, like, that 2000 defense can be pretty good already. Maybe save off a few of the lower monsters' attacks, so maybe you don't have to, like, discard a whole bunch. Gogogo Ghost is another way to revive your Gogogos. This is for specifically Gogogo Golem, though. But they would both be level 4s, so then you just go into an Exceed Summon after that. ZW Sword Strike. This one is any Utopia. It gives it 1000 attack, and it allows it to attack every single monster. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty useful ability right there. Especially, like, if, like, because I think there's, like, a few Utopias that, like, can, like, keep increasing their attacks with every attack they do. So that can be pretty useful. Gagaga Mansa. Another way of, like, special summoning. This is for Gagagas. Oh yeah, the Gagas, and then they can, like, change up their levels to, like, also become level 4. It's also another level 4 monster for the Kage Tokage. Like, you could also just summon the ZWs if you really need, like, to do that. I mean, you probably would rather just equip them, but if you need the level 4s, like, normal summon for the Kage Tokage, you could just use a Zexa weapon. Whichever one you care the least about. This one grants the monster 1600 attack. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is another equip. Oh, wait. It grants it 800 attack. But... But it can also go up... up to like another 1600 for your opponent special summoning a monster. And that's once per turn. So like if it can stay on the field, like that could potentially get to pretty high levels. Like can keep increasing attacks. Huh. And then it basically grants itself another detach, because you can just unequip this instead and send to a graveyard. ZW Lightning Blade. Oh yeah, protects it from destruction by card effects. Grants it 1200 attack. Not too bad. Oh wait, that's for Zexa weapons in your that's like a continuous effect for Zex weapons that are equipped. But it also protects, like gives a one-time protection also to the monsters equipped to as well. Tornado Bringer protects it from destruction by bow one time. Also protection from target effects and 1300 attack. I still think this one could, the one that grants it like a bunch of extra attacks could potentially be useful if they have like a few of the, there is like a Utopia that can really take advantage of that. I'm not sure if they have it in here though. Ooh, 2000 attack. That's pretty high. But unfortunately it has to equip from the field. So like you may not always be able to special summon it. So it's a little bit hard to like get it equipped as well. Another special summoner, but like it doesn't really go too well into your exceed summoning, since you're not really playing rank 8s. So that's kind of like an on man out, but I guess it's good for like protecting it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it does have a pretty nice effect for like destroying other monsters. Oh, actually, I mean, technically you could make the Gagaga Magician level 8, but like you don't even have any level 8. So yeah, like if maybe there's a way to like decrease its level a little bit. I don't even know. Monster Reborn, Blessing Winds. Yeah, this is can be used for extension. Also getting back exceeds. It could get back Utopia if you like have like a lot of ZWs you want to equip to it, or maybe a ZW and then you equip it to one of your Utopias, since they can also be equipped from the field to the Utopia. Blessing Winds, extra attack. This is a nice removal card. Nice way to get your play starter and maybe extend a little further. Rank up magic, always nice for like going into your higher ranked monsters basically, or your number C monsters. 1-to-1, good. This has a really nice draw effect. That's probably what it's going to be mostly used for. Although I guess the attacking can also come in handy sometimes. Gagaga Revenge, nice for getting back monsters. Magnum Shield, ooh, extra buffs. It's also pretty versatile too. Swords of Burning Light. It can stay on the field for longer than the Swords of Revealing Light, but like it also can destroy itself maybe a little bit easier. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to see. Double or Nothing. Again, this could be nice for OTKing, but doesn't look like you're playing the Utopia one that grabs it, so it's not like really searchable, but it can still be nice if you happen to get it. Gaga Shield Protection, more basically protection, more recursion. Ooh, a negation. A little bit harder to activate negation, but still negation nonetheless. Protection. Special summon. You can also use this to grab your exceeds. No, actually this is like for basically going into exceed from your graveyard. Pretty cool. Like, you exceed using monsters from your graveyard. Like, that's pretty good when you, like, for when you have monsters in your grave. Bye damage, more protection, and then here's the X deck. Extra attack, negating attack, also pretty useful with the double or nothing. That's going to be the main way to activate it. I think that's pretty much the way to activate it. Also, you don't have to negate Utopia's own attack. You can also use it to negate one of your stronger monsters' attack, and then you could like get him for more damage that way, which is pretty nice. Utopia Ray, like Utopia Ray might be a pretty nice one to use it on. Like, if you is somehow able to have both Utopia and Utopia Ray on the field. This is a good one during the late game when you have like lower life points. Excalibur is nice. This is also a nice one to use with Utopia, since it goes up to 8,000 attack. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Gagaga Cowboy, maybe you like your opponent's almost dead, so you can use the defense position effect, or maybe you gotta get over some kind of big monster, so you can use it. So it's versatile. And then double attacking. Oh wait, no, is it not? Oh yeah, it is double attacking, but it doesn't. That's cool. Volcasaurus destruction, and it also inflicts. It loses its attack, but it's good for getting over big monsters that can still be destroyed by card effects. ZW Leo Arms. This is like how you can like grab more Zexal weapons. So that's good. You can just grab the one you need. Number C39 Utopia Ray 5. Yeah, it's one of your sea monsters. Oh wait. This one isn't a once per turn, so like if you're able to make multiple attacks with this guy, you can just like you can basically do it like detach again, then like you could like potentially like have this gain quite a bit of attack, which is pretty cool. Utopia Ray Victory. Also kind of the same thing for this guy, since it's not once per turn either. Leotopia Ray, a card that so technically, if you want to think about it that way, since this one is always treated as C39 Utopia Ray, technically it's not a Highlander because it's always treated as Utopia Ray, but still, it's close enough to a Highlander deck, which is probably what Konami was thinking. Like, it still has different effects than C39 Utopia Ray. But yeah, this isn't a true Highlander deck, unfortunately, because this card is always treated as C39 Utopia Ray. Still close enough. And then negate effects also, so that's pretty cool. One of the anomalies. It halves your opponent's life points, so it could get them closer to death, especially if like your opponent was at 8,000, then they just go down to 4,000. That can take quite a chunk of life points for them. Gauntlet Launcher Destruction, and then Utopia Beyond. Ooh, this is actually pretty nice if your opponent has like a lot of like attack position monsters, and then you like can equip this with the ZW or Sword Strike. You just make all of your opponent's monsters 0 attack, and if they're all in attack position, like you could like all you really need to have is have your opponent have 3 attack position monsters, and then you can just get game. So that's pretty cool. And then Big Eyes for stealing monsters. And it doesn't give it back either, so that's pretty cool. It loses its attack, and you can't just like attack with this first and then use the effect. Do something like that. But I would say it's worth it, like if like your opponent has a really big monster, or like they have a monster you wouldn't be able to attack over anyway. And also you get the effect. What, like if there's effects that like are pretty generic on that monster, you can still use them, so it's cool for that as well. It's basically like a change of heart on a monster. May not be the easiest thing to go into, but still it's pretty cool when you can. Okay, yeah, so this deck is big on summoning a bunch of different leveled monsters. Oh, and that's another thing, like if you notice, like all of the decks were like big on like being able to like either fusion, synchro, or exceed summoning like a bunch of different leveled monsters. Like it wasn't all, they weren't all just the same level of rank. I mean, which is probably pretty easy with the fusions anyway, because usually if you're playing a fusion deck, you're probably going to have different levels. But it's pretty cool with the synchros or exceeds, because there are decks that like are big on to summoning maybe like one or two specific levels of monsters or ranks of monsters, rather than like quite a few, like quite a big variety like this. Like for example, Sword Soul mainly focuses on 8s and 10s for synchros. Or like, but they can like also go into 7s and 9s. And then there's a lot of like exceed decks out there that are more focused on the exceed summoning 3s or 4s. Which I think like PK, like at least back in the, no, not PK, Phantom Knights, but like the Burning Abyss back in the day, like they were big on summoning a bunch of like different rank 3s. But nowadays they can do like rank 3s and 4s. But still, that's like two different levels, like now that they're teaming up with the Phantom Knights. Well, they can also link summoning too, but I was talking about like exceed summoning. So anyway, those are the 3 decks right there. Yeah, I don't really want to like, it's already getting, that took a little bit, so I think I'm just gonna, I guess I could play one more, Rikka Duel, like play one Rikka Duel. And then also do pack opening. Yeah, I'll do that. Just so I'm making more progress here as well. Oh, actually I have to do the scenario. I probably won't go over a lot of the decks, but I will, I mean a lot of the cards, but I will cycle through the cards, and because I'm gonna be going through the secret packs. Like I'll like have like a separate video when I go like through them in like more detail. But yeah, I'll do the scenario here at least. Since I have to do the scenario in order to unlock the gate. So Rikka Con. Not sure if that's a new one or not. But either way, you get it pretty easily just by like taking on the gate and doing that first non-practice duel. Pretty good card, I would say also. Then there's also Erica, the Rikka Fairy, Mudan, the Rikka Fairy, Rikka Glamour, which is showing 2 of the different Rikka monsters. Believe these are both the exceeds. Actually no, this is Hellebore, the Rikka Fairy, that one. And I think the other one is this one, Snowdrop, the Rikka Fairy, which makes sense, like, I get. And then Rikka Sheet, these are the, Rikka Sheet, these are the 2 level 4 monsters. Cyclamen, the Rikka Fairy, not her, I don't. Well, actually, I think that is her, the one with the purple hair. And then Primula, that's the other one. Primula, the Rikka Fairy. And that's it. Okay, and then I get 150 water orbs, which is what I need for the gate. Under the snowy sky, the two fairies sung a song. Gracefully with eyes shut, they sang with dignity. Well, that's a lie. Like, that other girl's eyes aren't even shut. Their voices rang with humbleness and love with each verse from their lips. The harmony of their song was cheerful and soft, as if to present the meaning of happiness. I guess it wasn't talking about that image specifically. The song glitters in all its splendor upon the garden with the flowers bloom. Two fairies exchange looks, the hope of the world born and bred, and the guiding hand that leads the way. A radiance that comforts the uneasy heart, and a hand to support one's burden. Beautiful are those who take hand in hand, and give strength to those in need, even against all odds. In the dim flow of time, two fairies gracefully dance. With one bold step, their clasped hands are held in trust. Though their steps are modest, their clasped hands are held in longing. Oh wow, I didn't realize the eyes were that big in that artwork. With their spinning parasols, they open up the world, creating a path that persists even through sorrow. Swaying and dancing all the while, your soul glistens in colorful shades like a bloom of snow. As it twinkles and sparkles, oh, can you see the secret of snow flowers in your eyes? Yeah, see, and now I can unlock the gate. But I'll do that later. Here, I'll go ahead and at least show off a little bit of the pack, but I won't, like, talk about the cards. I'll just scroll through them. See it? I think I already saw this pack, but I'll go through it again. Yeah, and then... yeah, a lot of these are probably going to be pretty good with the Rikkas. I know, like, they enjoy being combined with the Row Mages and also, like, having the Lone Fire, since the Lone Fire can grab a bunch of different plants. I think Rikka Row Mage is actually a pretty popular way to play it. But also you can combine Rikkas with Sun Avalon as well. It looks like the Sun Avalon cards aren't available in the secret pack, so it's a little bit easier to combine it with the Aroma Mage monsters, since like they're both already in here. So it's not like you have to like really go through like another pack. And also, it's nice that the Lone Fire is also in here, too, since that would be a good card for this. And also, this is a nice card for Trap Tricks as well, for those of you curious. Yeah. And then I'll go through it in more detail later. Okay. So now what I'll do... so I'll do the shop. I'll do more legacy packs here. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I got Phoenix Gearfree. That gives me 2 of them. That's nice. This was a pretty good card back in the day. I remember getting the structure deck that included this card. Actually, I don't think Geminis were really ever that good, but like still, this is kind of a cool Gemini, since it was like kind of the big boss monster of the structure deck. So like that was pretty cool. And this one works with other exceeds. Lizard Dragon, Super Armored Robot, Armed Black Iron Sea, Reverse Glasses, Roulette Barrel, Enraged Battleox, Return Zombie, pretty bad zombie monster, Absorbing Kid from the Sky, Element Doom, Cross-Sword Beetle, Phoenixian Seed, Ancient Crimson Ape, Reed Butterfly, Predaplant Cordyceps, Spike Cedra, Phlososaurus, Back to Square One, Chthonian Alliance, Miraculous Birth. It's a really hard to use Monster Reborn, basically, that like at the very least you can use it during either player's turn. So I guess this time not really all that good, like the choices I have for new. I guess I could go with Phlososaurus because I remember I have, at least I had a Mosaic rare for this card, which is pretty cool. And this isn't too bad for like a level 6 monster. I think it might have came out like a little bit past the time when like people were playing, like a lot of people were playing like one tribute like big beat sticks. I think it was past that, but still it's a level 6 dinosaur, so it could have potential. Could help you make the that one of Volzar guy that calls for 2 level 6 monsters. So I'll give it that. And then if anyone else would like to see what their favorite card out of the set was here this time, or like if they have any like facts for any of these cards or multiple of these cards, like you can feel free to say that. And thank you everyone who stayed for the deck overview, the final loner deck overview for the what is it? Duel Trial. That's what it was. I'll be going over the replays with those loner decks in tomorrow's video. Basically like a day before it ends, but like I don't think it really matters all too much this time, like because like for those of you who do want to wait, I think I'm still giving plenty of time. Like you probably only really need 2 days to get done with 3 victories anyway. Since that shouldn't take very long. As long as I am right about it just being 3 victories total, which I'm pretty sure I am right about that. And then and then also thank you to everyone who stayed for the goal scenario for the Rikkas. And thank you everyone who stayed for the pack opening, and a big thanks to everyone who stayed for the entire video, especially those who do it on a regular basis. And I'll also leave this down along with the verse in the description for those of you who may have missed this part. But now I'll be going into the outro. Oh, and I'll also like give a reminder in the description about the Ark Survival Evolve thing. Or you know what? I think I'm gonna put that down as like in the community chat, since I think like it would be better going there, the community post section. Okay. Please like, share, and subscribe, and consider ringing that notification bell for regular content. You can either ring the notification bell to be notified of all my videos, or personalized by simply clicking the notification bell and selecting all or personalized. All is being notified about all my videos, whether you watch them or not, and personalized is being notified of the videos that you watch the most. Also, if you would like to leave a comment, that would be greatly appreciated. You can leave a comment about anything, either pertaining to the video, pertaining to the verse I leave in the description, or just something random if you'd like. Just please keep it appropriate. You can even leave an emote if you would like, but just be aware that it may lock you out if you paste too many of the same emote in a day. Just in case, like, if you decide one day you just paste emotes on a whole bunch of my videos, just keep that in mind. Usually you can fix that by either going with a different emote or by posting multiples of that emote instead of just the one. And thank you everyone who do watch my videos, and a big thanks to those who do watch all of my videos, but still thank you to everyone who only watches a couple once in a while, or just watches one of the games. I understand how it is, no matter how you do it. It's just appreciated, no matter what, no matter how you decide to go about viewing my videos.